A boy who was considered lost became a man who changed the world. Bill Gates, from painful failures, found the secret to success that you cannot ignore. Are you ready to explore this inspiring journey? From an early age, Bill Gates was different from other children. Growing up in an intellectual family in Seattle, Washington. As the only son of an intellectual family, Gates had the opportunity to develop his intelligence very early. Young Bill was always fascinated by technology and endlessly curious about the world around him. While Bill's friends were playing and finding joy in children's games, Bill was interested in numbers and computers, which at that time were only in stories for adults. A world that only a few people understood, but Bill, that curious boy, felt that it could change his whole life. However, from a young age, he showed different personality traits. His outstanding thinking ability was accompanied by intense curiosity, but that was also the reason why he became the subject of many interventions, from parents to psychologists. Gates was not a perfect boy in the eyes of society. His rebellious actions made him struggle with integration. His constant questions and unique ideas made Bill the object of isolation. Those around him did not understand him, could not see the insight that Bill had. The small acts of rebellion, the bold ideas that Bill always cherished in his head, were considered disobedience. While his peers found joy in childish games, Bill was immersed in a world that only he understood. At those times, Bill could only look out the window, where the wind blew, bringing with it the freedom he longed for. Although he struggled to find his place, Bill did not let his differences undermine his self-confidence. He knew that he was different from other kids, but that did not mean he had to change himself. Instead of letting loneliness and alienation weaken his spirit, Bill began to learn to accept himself, learning to turn those challenges into motivation to continue. He looked in the mirror and said to himself, "I can do this. I am different, but it is that difference that will lead me to things no one expected." That feeling began to form, and Bill realized that he could not only change himself, but also change the world around him. It was from his childhood experiences that he formed a strong will and a constant desire to explore. This was the starting point for his great journey. With each challenge, Bill realized that his difference was the key to creating extraordinary things. Every time Bill tinkered with an old computer, every time he found a new solution, even if it was just a small step, Bill became more aware of his abilities. It was his curiosity and passion for discovery that gradually formed a broader vision of the world of technology. From the initial failures, Bill gradually realized that his difference was not a barrier, but a special advantage. That was when the passion for technology and vision of the future began to burn in his heart. The story took a new turn when Bill met Paul Allen. They both shared a passion for technology, and it was the beginning of a relationship that would take them on an irreversible journey. Together, they not only found new technological solutions, but also found a deep bond, a bond of people who shared the same dream, vision, and things that would change the world. Together they founded their first company, Data. However, failure inevitably came to them. Although the company was not as successful as expected, this failure did not discourage them but taught them that it is necessary to change strategy, moving from hardware to software. From the painful lesson, Bill and Paul realized that only by knowing how to change, they can move forward. And from there, Microsoft was born. During that period of failure, the situation became more and more difficult. Then Bill Gates' family incident happened. His mother became seriously ill, causing his family's economy to decline more and more seriously. He had to temporarily stop his research to go home to take care of his mother. Despite the failure, Bill did not allow himself to give up. He realized that the path he was looking for was software technology. And although the world may not understand, although the challenges may make people falter, Bill knew that there was only one way to move forward. Do not give up. That is when Microsoft was born, a decision that changed the world. With a clear vision of the future, Bill and Paul envisioned not only creating software products but also a world where computers would not only serve large organizations but also become an indispensable part of people's daily lives. A world where technology would connect people, making it easier for them to work and communicate. No longer just giant computers in research centers but desktops, compact laptops that everyone could use. With each step, Bill Gates and Paul Allen realized that their dreams were not just a pipe dream, but a future that was being built. They looked at the computer with pride, feeling the power of creativity and perseverance. But this was only the beginning. Great challenges and opportunities were still ahead. In just a little while, they would have to face endless challenges. The first lines of MS-DOS were being typed on the keyboard. Could they create a product that would change the world of technology? Stay tuned because this dramatic journey is just beginning. And if you want to start your own creative journey, don't let any barrier stop you. Don't miss the opportunity. Go ahead, learn, try. Because you never know, a small line of code can change the world.